Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I'm sharing with you 5 brand new Assetto Corsa car mods that you need to check out. We have some super cool stuff on today's list, from some road cars to some classic racing cars, so some super cool stuff to take a look at today. But before we get into it, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my second channel, JC Racing. If you want to see some broader sim racing content besides just Assetto Corsa mods, this will be your one-stop shop for it. You can find it down in the top link in the description below. But without further ado, let's get right on to the first car mod on today's list, and that is the 1952 Ferrari 500 F2. This is a 1952 Ferrari F2 car. It has 185 brake horsepower, 179 newton meters of torque. It only weighs, though, just 560 kilograms. Even though that horsepower and torque number doesn't sound like too much, this thing still is pretty quick, and especially considering it was made in the early 50s, pretty much when Formula One was created. This thing is pretty damn quick, and going anything past probably 80 in this thing in real life with its little bicycle tires and just basically being a tub of gasoline would be pretty terrifying regardless. But if you have some historic tracks laying around, this will be a fantastic car to try out. It's made by Revival Racing League. They've done a fantastic job. The AI can be a little hit or miss, but besides that, a very fun car to lap around. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Next up on the list, we're taking a look at the Audi S5. This is the 2010 version. This is made by MNBA. There is an EU and a US version as well, so whichever flavor you'd like to drive, you do have the option for both. But they are the same cars besides just, those changes between the nations, I guess, if you will. 354 brake horsepower, 441 newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,725 kilograms, so it's a little bit of a chonker, but it's an Audi coupe, and it's still pretty damn quick. And in 2010, this is a fun little note. If you want to see how expensive this car was, even definitely back in 2010, this thing started at 57,900, or I guess this version that we have in game was at 57,900 euros. So pretty damn expensive for 2010. Probably not super expensive for today, but regardless, still a very cool car to check out for free, of course, here in Assetto Corsa. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Next up on the list, we have a classic Porsche 911, and who doesn't love a classic Porsche 911? And this one is very, very nice. This is the 4.0 version. It has 390 brake horsepower, 427 newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,254 kilograms. This is made by Benobro and Arch, and it's a classic Porsche 911. We got quite a few different options. Well, we have 3. We have the 4.0, the 3.8, and the all-wheel drive version as well. So whichever one you want to try, they're all very high quality. They have some really cool color combinations as well with the liveries on it. So if you're into taking screenshots, this is definitely going to be a car to check out. And it's an old Porsche 911, man. These things are absolutely beautiful. You can't hate them. I think it's impossible to do so. I've never met someone who doesn't like them. And yeah, just a super cool car mod. You can find this one down in the race department link in the description below. Next up on the list, we have an absolutely legendary GT racing car over from Japan in the JGTC. This is the 1997 Toyota Supra, the one draped in the legendary Castrol livery, which, fun fact for you, this past weekend here in the States, Brad Keselowski driving a Ford Mustang with this livery. I know, a little bit ironic, but he actually won NASCAR's throwback weekend race at Darlington. I really do like how that Ford Mustang looks with this livery. I might get a die cast of it if they're reasonably priced. But anyway, let's get get on to this car itself. This is made by Coldo83 over on his Patreon. It's in version 0.95, so not a 1.0 yet. It does have a couple small little bugs, but overall it's a very, very cool car. 488 brake horsepower, 641 newton meters of torque. It weighs just 1,150 kilograms. While it doesn't have the iconic 2JZ under its hood, it does have a monstrous 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 engine, and it still sounds absolutely amazing. And this car, if you know its history, absolutely speaks for itself. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. And the final car on today's list is the 2018 BMW M2 F87. This is a car once again made by M&BA. You get quite a few options with this one as well, from some just regular stock ones to some CS ones as well, some customized, and I'm using the customized one here today, but if you want to go fully stock, you can do that as well. But looking at that, we are making 644 brake horsepower with this thing. Stock's making 365, 582 newton meters of torque with the customized, 464 with stock, and it weighs just 1,584 kilograms. I shouldn't say just, that's quite heavy, but it doesn't really feel like it. This thing is pretty quick. It is a little chonky, but you can still definitely get it through the corners, and if you like to do some cruising on some free roams, this will definitely be a car that you're going to want to check out if you're a BMW fan. And MMBA, they always do fantastic work. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Be sure you check out my second channel, JC Racing, as well, if you want to see some broader sim racing content besides just Assetto Corsa mods. That'll be in the top link in the description below. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.